Hello, I'm Andy and I'm reading to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope August 2018, and this is for you coming from Scorpio. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull will have to do with your first 15 days, and this for the first 15 days to do with your job, business or finances, and it's not going to be very good, in the sense that you can be let down or disappointed or even played out by some news where your job is concerned, so you're not very secure there. Last thing you want to do is to be egoistic or to dominate, it says. And it says that asking for more money, it may not come your way, so there's disappointment in the first 15 days. Not to the point of losing your job, no, but just disappointment in wanting to get what you want. So never mind, be patient, it's only 15 days, the first 15 days of August. And they will pass very quickly. So put your shoulder to the wheel, show your bosses the best you can do. And regarding business, it says there's not going to be much gain made in the area of business. And in fact, what you're trying to do seems to be complicated, it says. Are you doing it for your ego? Are you doing it to just show your wanting to expand? So the way I'm reading this card is that your first 15 days, you definitely do not want to show any form of adventure in the area of business or wanting to be daring to look for new business. Don't do that, because things can go very wrong for you. So be careful that money-wise, business-wise, there's a lot of risk to play. And general finances, not much money is coming to you. It's not a card that shows losses, it's a card that shows progress is very slow and sometimes not even there. So be happy where you are in this first 15 days, where job, business, finances are. Don't take risk unnecessarily. The next card that I pull will be to do with your romance, marriage and family areas. And it's not a bad card. It says if you have an ongoing romance, you're going to find a very happy, lucky person. And a person could be from other country or from another race. And this person may actually help you in the area of job or business. So the new romance seems to be very friendly for you. So no harm having interest in the new romance in the first 15 days and getting together, and you'll find some good news there. If you have an ongoing romance, there seems to be some problems. So something new is fine, but something ongoing seems to have a snag. So you'll find differences. Could it be the ego play? Is it one of you being very dominating and wanting control? So you listening to me, so you definitely don't want to show domination or show the ego. And that way your ongoing romance can be staying at a good level. And if you are married, then this is a card that gets more serious, a bit of complications. And it says that there can be a mental separation or differences of opinion. That's about it. Nothing worse than that. So don't want to argue about anything. And if your marriage partner is going about bringing up differences, and you've heard from me that you can control this by keeping quiet about it and don't want to just have your say, that would be even better. So be quiet, let the marriage partner blow out the steam, and you will see that the 15 days will pass, first 15 days, and your marriage will be intact. And you can make it happier by trying to be a bit more submissive. Try to do that. Now I'm going to pull the next card, talk to you about your lucky dates. I'll talk to you about your last 15 days in a short while. And your lucky dates that I've chosen from this card for you coming from Scorpio. Well, I'm going to choose the 5th, the 14th or the 23rd. And on the 5th, 14th and 23rd, you get very lucky, whether looking for the romance, whether enjoying the ongoing romance or marriage, whether coming up with some specialness about you in your job or in business, becoming very lucky. So the 15th, 14th and 23rd, try your best to keep it very busy and focus on what you want, and you're bound to get something very spectacular for yourself. The next card I pull will be to do with your lucky ages. There's always going to be somebody very special in the month of August for you coming from Virgo. And what are your lucky ages from this card? Well, I am bound to choose, if you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26, or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or even 71. You're going to be one very specially lucky person, and you'll just get what exactly you want right falling into your lap. So that's very good news. So be adventurous in business or in job or in romance, or have your marriage definitely be made very happy as well. If you're not of these ages, don't worry too much about it. You can have a 90-minute Skype session with me, which will cost you USD 50, and I'll tackle your next 7 or 8 years in detail, but more news about that later. Now I'm going to pull the next card to very quickly talk to you about your health areas for you coming from Scorpio. Wow, this is a card of allergies, showing that your allergies are going to give you problems. And it's also a card that points towards spinal issues. You see, Kabbalistic cards have got zodiac signs and planetary signs, so I'm using that to translate all this. So your spine in two areas, especially in your neck area, are going to give you a lot of problems, and your throat as well. So be careful of the allergy part, the neck part, the throat part. And if I might just throw in, your feet are going to be exposed to some kind of a problem. So be careful, look after your feet very carefully. Now I'm going to put all these cards back together and shuffle them. And I'm going to speak to you about your last 15 days now. And we'll start talking about your job area first. Last 15 days. And I've pulled for you a spectacularly lucky card. You're going to get all the good news you're waiting for in a job, the promotions and the more money and the support. And if you want to change jobs, apply during this first 15 days. You're going to become very lucky, and you're going to land yourself very good, something very good. So anything to do with ongoing job, new job, you're doing spectacularly well. And if you are in business, you are going to have the luck with you. So chasing for the new business, finding new business partnerships, talking to your bank manager, everything comes under your control in this last 15 days of August, and you become very, very lucky. So give it your all, and tell yourself you want to chase for the contracts, and you'll be very lucky making good business contacts as well. And your general financial areas are very sound. Money is coming in, so you can plan to do things to make your family happy or your business happy, and even expansion is on the cards. So very good news there. Next card that I pull will have to do with your area last 15 days for romance, marriage and family. Let's start talking of the romance. And it says you're going to be very lucky meeting somebody who's going to help you, whether in your own job or whether in business, or help you in some way or another. So the new romance coming for you in the last 15 days is something you really want. So much of effort is going to be made so that you are to be made happy. So look forward, something is coming your way. And when it comes your way in the last 15 days of August, grab it and try your best to keep the situation as happy as possible. There's a little warning about arguments, so if a little arguments crop up, back off, and for the sake of getting this romance happy, just be silent. Now, if you are having an ongoing romance, it's going to mature beautifully for you, going to the next step of in buying a car together or a condo together, talking about marriage. So it's going to be a very happy ongoing romance for you in the last 15 days. And if you are married, there is something very good here. You're going to have some very good news, whether financial side, whether an extension to the family, whether good news of being together and understanding each other very much. And so the support here for the marriage is wonderful. So use the last 15 days to go out and be happy together and feel young again together. That's the way to revigorate your marriage. And do all that, and you'll find that the last 15 days have put you on a lovely platform to make your marriage very exciting as well. Well, that's your last 15 days news for you. And as I said earlier, by all means, have this 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD 50. And I will tackle your next 7 or 8 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, your palms. And using all this information, I'll be able to tell you in all areas of your life how your next 7 or 8 years is going to be. I'll give you your lottery, lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information about your lucky days, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, a lot of news so that you come into full control of your next 7 or 8 years or even more, full control of your life. So send me a message, whether on Skype, on Facebook, send me an email, make the contact with me, and let's have this 90-minute session so that I can help you do very, very well for the next 7 or 8 years. Until then, thank you and good luck to you.